I'm a part of a coaching program. And we had our, every 12 weeks, they have an in-person event. So this one was in Kelowna, Canada, which if you guys ever get the chance, beautiful, beautiful place. Awesome. It's kind of like a vacation spot for a lot of the Canadians come over there to enjoy that area. But they gather some amazing talents. I encourage you guys to constantly, you guys constantly should be seeking to be in rooms where like you're not the smartest person, right? Or be the dumbest person in the room. That's a great room to be in. That's kind of how I feel. And as you level up, it can be harder to find some of these rooms. And I paid a lot of money to get to be a part of this. And these people that are in there, they're like, it's all software company founders that are in this mastermind. And some of these guys are like, yeah, I sold my first company for $20 million and then my next one for $7 million. And I'm working on building my third. And they bring in some amazing speakers. So two guys they brought in that I took a lot from. One is this guy, Lance Martelli. Can't remember exactly how to pronounce his name, but basically he built Club Penguin. It's a virtual world for kids. He ended up selling it to Disney for $350 million when he was 28 years old. So we got to kind of like interact with this guy for an hour and a half. His dedication towards like the product and creating like a mission-based company. Like he didn't build Club Penguin to try to make a ton of money. It was a byproduct of his commitment towards like having an amazing product. And if you guys can get in touch with that, like you guys don't think so much about how much this person is going to pay you, and you think about their story and like connecting with that, this is where you can go from being good at this to being great at this. And that's what he did. Like he shares a lot of credit with the people that make contributions. Like every time somebody makes a recommendation to the platform and they put that in there, then they blast it out all over their world to millions of people. So like there's a lot to be learned. You guys aren't running software companies, at least most of you aren't, to my knowledge. So, but sharing this credit with your clients close these deals and they talk about how you're killing it, put it back on them. Like, look, we just gave you the opportunity. You're the one that closed this deal. Make it be about them and their vision. Just the way that these people's minds work is, it's phenomenal to be around that. And I would encourage you guys to seek that out. Find these people. A lot of them, there's events in every major city in the United States and all over the world. There's events with brilliant people. Find those people and like consume what they're putting out. So the second guy was this guy, Matt Bertrelli or something like this. He created the Lumi, you know, that like you put it in your kitchen and you can put like bananas and stuff and it turns it into soil that you can use. It's this, I don't know. He sold another company for $150 million. And I actually got to hang out with this guy. He spoke, speech was amazing. He talked about differentiation. So he basically created a product, and I think he has some competitors, but he talked about creating a product category and how your competition is only your competition if you fail to differentiate yourself from them. So creating doing things that your competition isn't doing. How can you guys do that? And just the way that he viewed competition was, I mean, it was so different than how I've heard it. And, you know, they say that, you are like the combination of like the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? And, some of these, and your success is correlated with how different the people are within your group. And to find people that are thinking in a different wavelength it's hard to qualify or quantify the impact that this can have. And, I'm constantly doing this, constantly trying to put myself in these rooms. And I know that Jeff joined a internet marketing party in Austin, and there's people that are doing things so differently than us. If you guys have been in this like lead generation, rank and rent game for a while, you'll find that there's a lot of people that are kind of like doing similar things. And then a trend happens, right? And then everyone kind of shifts together. And if you guys can find these people that are thinking outside the box, a lot of times you don't have to wait for that trend, or you can be the person that sets this trend, right? I've seen some of the stuff that we put into our software wasn't in other people's software. And then now I see it start to show up in other people's software, and we haven't even done marketing yet. And like, it's because we're trying our best to think outside the box. We're having other people's eyes on this thing. I just want to encourage you guys to do this. Even just going to an event like this and getting kind of this energy and like plugging in with other people who are heavy hitters, like it can pop you out of your little bubble for a while. And if you can continuously pop out of that bubble, then the whole your bubble changes, right? Everything is different there. So I had an amazing time at this event. I have 2 notebook pages of changes that we're going to be putting in place with LeadSnap. Some of these you guys might not realize we're doing them. Some of them are going to be like, okay, this is how we can do support better, right? Or this is how we can provide better customer service. This is how we're going to handle different changes on our engineering team. These are things that I've spent months trying to think about, and then I'm at this place for 3 days, and I'm like, oh, these are the solutions to these problems. And some of these problems I didn't even. After I heard it, I'm like, that's a problem that we have, but I wasn't even aware of it, right? So you guys have to seek this stuff out. You got to get out of your day-to-day a little bit and find these things.